So when you say moksha, moksha is not about something that you get when you vacate the body, right? Moksha is a state of mind. That is what it's a state of consciousness when you achieve, when you in this when you're alive, when you're free from it. Moksha means mukti, right? Freedom, liberation, right? Now, in religion's terms or in mythology, they have said, oh, they planned to control or to make people follow the guidelines. They made heaven and hell. Oh, if you do good things, you'll go to heaven. If you do bad things, you'll go to hell. So that to control the masses, so that to keep them aligned with some core principles of whatever the religion is, right? But actually, heaven and hell is not something, it's a dimension. It is not a place that you go. It's an energy dimension, which determines on what energy, what vibration that you vacate your body with, right? We have stool shed, uh, we have three types of bodies, right? The uh, the 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 stool sharir, which is also called the physical body, right? Then we have and the other are the energy bodies, right? Which is our mental body, our emotional makeup, our intellectual, right? And then the Karan Sharir, right? So when you vacate your body, you go with, so even the physically body you left behind, physical body you have left behind, but you take up the other three koshas, right? Which is Manomay Kosh, Pranamay Kosh, right? So you take those koshas along with you, which is an energetic imprint. Whatever emotional imprints that you have carried in this lifetime, you take it with you. So if you are attached with those things, if you are attached with some challenges or some or a property or a relationship, understanding that, oh my God, I want to go back to the body. Oh, my property, my mother, my children, I don't want to leave them. And you're in that pain. And so that is where you experience hell, because you can't enter the body, but still you want to go back and you're not able to go back. Your energy is very dense, your vibration is very attached to those things, and you experience that. But but if in your lifetime, in the physical lifetime, if you know that, oh, I am a visitor on this planet, I am a spiritual being, came here to have a physical experience, right? It is not just how when you vacated the body. How you will think while vacating the body also depends on how you have progressed during the life, right? You cannot say that, uh, I'm going right now in peace, but all my life I was attached with things. So the moment you vacate the body, you will be at peace. Yes, it will help you. Of course, it's always good. But what I'm trying to tell you is you will still carry those emotional imprints, and you will still try to get attached to those things. So moksha is dropping the identity, is dropping the attachment while in this physical body. And that's why we came to physical planet, to learn that. So like Jesus said, to be of the world, to be in the world but not of the world. दुनिया में रहो पर दुनिया से फिर भी अलग रहो, दुनिया से फिर भी मुक्त रहो. Like I'll give you one more analogy. Like the whole world is like a milk. Like the whole world is like, say, water, and we are like milk. Now, when you add water with milk, it mixes with each other, right? Milk and water becomes one then. But when you meditate, when you drop your identity, when you drop your ego self, when you drop your personality, when you become nobody, no one, nothing, nowhere, no place, no time, then when your mind is still, then the milk turns into a curd, right? It's like that. And then curd, say you make, what comes out is butter. Now butter, when you add into the water, the butter will still float. So it is in the water, but still it is still floating on the water. So with meditation is a practice to again connect, dropping your identity. When you drop your identity, you connect to your larger aspect of your being, which is your consciousness, right? Which is when you connect to your soul, your consciousness, then you experience your expanded consciousness. You don't become little. We become little actually by by our identity, but we are belittling ourselves. But when you lose your identity, you experience expanded consciousness. It's like when the wave realizes, oh, it's an ocean, right? And when you realize that I am an ocean, then you know what is there to identify with these small things. I am much larger than my relationship. Though I came here to do these roles, but it is only my role. I am a father. Oh, it's a role I am playing as a father in this lifetime. Oh, I am an Indian. I am an American. This is the role I am playing in this lifetime. But we identify with our roles so much. Oh, this another country is my enemy. This is this. I'm a doctor or I'm a businessman, but we forget that we are just playing small roles in this lifetime. We are only a visitor on this planet, right? And it's like you go to a hotel and you claim that, oh, this room is now mine. I'll not leave it. And if with that mindset, if you start living, you'll be full of misery. You'll say, oh, I didn't like this curtain. Oh, I didn't like this furniture. And you'll be full of misery, right? And complaints. But if the mindset is of a visitor and you don't see as your own house, then you go, oh, you are only here for 1 night or 2 nights. How does it matter? You'll enjoy and then you leave, right? Or another analogy I'll give you is like on a railway station, if the train is passing, so but the moment, say, a station comes, say Bombay, and you say, oh, this is where this Bombay is me. This is where I belong to. This is me. This is Bombay is me. But you're only a passenger passing through. You don't say, oh, this is me, right? So, but we as human beings, the moment we come and as we start growing up, we're developing more and more identities. We start fastening ourselves with more and more identities. And then we forget that, oh, we are a spiritual being, came here as a human, just for a human experience, just to learn our lessons. And we identify so strongly, right? That identify it leads to attachment. So there's no problem with the world of things. There's no problem having a good car. But the moment you say, oh, it's my car, on pen and paper, it may be your car. But the moment you identify that, oh, it's my car, then the same car which was giving you pleasure becomes, if somebody bangs the car, now it's giving you pain because it's your identification with the car. The car is not giving you pain, right? It is your identification which is giving you pain. Because you identified it is mine, led to your attachment. The moment you drop identity, the attachment will drop away. The moment attachment will drop away, you're enjoying the car, but yet you are free from it. That is moksha, right? You're free from it. You're enjoying your relationships, yet you're free from it. You're enjoying your parenthood, yet you're free from it. So in every aspects of your life, it is about how much degree of freedom you are getting. And it is always in degree. It's always a spectrum. It's never about, oh, today I'm 100% in a state of moksha, right? And in different aspects, we're in different things, For me, maybe I'm able to feel materialistically, I may be able to feel more detached, but maybe in terms of my relationship with my maybe a wife or my children, I'm not so detached yet. So that level of identity in different aspects of your life, as you grow, as you evolve, as you get this understanding, as you are able to not identify with all these aspects and know that this is all transitionary. How can you identify with something which is transitionary, right? Which is momentary. Even our age, even ourselves, we were different when we were 15. we don't remain the same child, right? When we were adult at the age of 30, we're somebody else. Even our age, even the time is not is temporary, right? It's transient. Now we are different when we are 50 or 70, right? So nothing is permanent. Only what is permanent is your consciousness. That has been there with you from lifetimes. So if you really want to identify with something which is permanent, right? Because that is not going to betray you. But we are identifying with bubbles of water, which is so transient. It is there today and tomorrow it is not there. But the moment you understand that anything which is transient, anything which is impermanent is going to go, no matter how big a palace you make. But but then we go to museums, right, to see, oh, one day this king who was ruling the whole world, whether it was Alexander or Napoleon or whoever it is, now they are in museums, those. So eventually everything is, so if you know that, oh, this is my temporary identity, temporary roles I'm playing for evolution, then it becomes a tool for evolution. Otherwise, we become attached, and then we get into that vicious cycle of pain and misery and expectations and projections and then rejections and then separations, and then we get trapped. And that is the same state you carry when you die, when you vacate the body. Just because you died, all of a sudden you don't become smart, right? You still carry that attachments, and that is the pain. That is hell. But suppose you have gotten this understanding, and meditation is a great tool, because meditation is a practice of death every day. Every time you meditate, you practice dying. Because every time you meditate, you lose your identity. The moment you observe your breath, the moment you become no mind, you lose your identity. Right? Our identity exists because of our mind. The moment there is no mind, there is no identity. Even the past and future exists because in thoughts only. The moment you are no thoughts, no past, no future. You're in the present moment, right? So our identity, when the moment your identity is gone, you become in tune with your consciousness, right? You rest in your consciousness, and that is the barrier between us and our consciousness. Is these emotional patterns, these identities which we have built up. The moment you drop the wall of that identity, Satya Chit Anand is a natural state. Pure bliss is a natural state. That is a natural state of our consciousness. And we become one with that. We experience that state. And the moment you experience that state, you realize that you start dropping the attachments. Because you know that these are all transited. This is what gives me inner joy. My happiness does not depend on outside. Right? My happiness depends on me on inside. You change the equation. Today, we're all doing something so that for an emotional payoff, right? Oh, if I do this, then I'll be happy. If I do this, then I'll be happy. And we keep postponing it, right? Oh, the moment you think, oh, I will go on the vacation, then I'll be happy. The moment you reach there, now you plan another vacation. Or you think, no, oh, I'm missing my work. I'm missing my friends back home. So you always postpone it. And that has become a relationship with time. We always postpone our happiness. But why not take a shortcut? Why not go and get happy now? And that happiness already within us. Right? We confuse that outside. What we think is happiness is actually pleasure, temporary pleasure, temporary happiness, which is just pleasure. And we confuse that pleasure for happiness. But the true happiness is already within us. We are sitting, we are carrying, it's like a treasure of happiness is within us, and we are begging for it outside in this expensive shops or in some expensive bottle. We are trying to outsource it, where the source is already within us. That source is the ultimate resource. But we're not doing that, right? And that's why, and because we're not doing that, because we believe that my happiness lies outside of us, lies in my relationship, lies in my car, it lies in my house. That is why we become attached to it. Because we think that is the primary source of happiness. But the moment you change the equation, the moment you meditate, the moment you realize that my primary source of happiness is within me, and you experience that happiness, then everything else becomes a secondary source. When it becomes a secondary source, then you become free from it, because you know that now you're no more attached to it. If it has happened, if it is there, it's good. If it is not there, you're still good, because your source of happiness is within you. And then the attachment naturally drops away. And that is a state of liberation. That is real moksha. And that is what you experience. That is what you came here to master in only through physical body, only in three-dimensional reality. Because the void, when you're in the higher realm, the void is devoid of experience. And unless we experience it, how do you know you have mastered it? If you think, oh, you have a great stamina, right? But unless you go out and run, how would you know that the stamina is good or not? So we came on this planet to test ourselves, to experience ourselves, to master our connection with our consciousness, right? And that mastery can only be only be achieved in the physical dimension, in this three-dimensional reality. But then the whole the thing is, the way to live is to be there, to be in, as Jesus said, be in the world, but not of the world, right? But we come here and slowly we become of the world.